Welcome to Oncology Unpacked. Why does it feel like cancer is everywhere? In our family, our friends, our community? Today, we are going to unpack that question. Not to scare you, but to empower you with understanding. Let's talk about why cancer is so common. Cancer is now the second leading cause of death in the world. In 2022, the world saw 20 million new cancer diagnosis, which means 1 in 5 of us will face cancer at some point in our life. Due to advancement in the treatment, there are 5 million people live with the cancer. That's why it feels so common. Let's start with the biggest factor. Cancer is largely the disease of aging. As we age, our cells makes more mistakes and our immune system gets weaker, making cancer more likely. In fact, over 60% of all cancers occur in people over 65. And with better medicine, more people are living long enough to get cancer. It is not a failure, it's a trade-off of the longer life. Now, let's talk about the environment around us. We live in a very different world than generation before us. Human exposure to the growing number of pollutants and the synthetic chemicals carries unknown long-term health risks like air pollution, industrial chemicals, and radiation. We are exposed to things like diesel exhaust, microplastic, chemicals, UV rays, secondhand smoke, many of which can silently damage our DNA over the years. This invisible exposure adds up, especially in the cities and the industrial zones. Don't forget the chimney sweepers and testicular cancer was the first link between the occupational exposure and the cancer. It's not to fear, it's about awareness and protecting yourself from the pollutants. For example, sun protection would help you to prevent development of the melanoma in Australia. Now, the next is lifestyle and habits. Probably the most dramatic change is how we live. Tobacco, processed food, alcohol, sedentary lifestyle. These are the major driver of cancer, yet they are modifiable. Did you know about 1/3 of all cancer deaths are linked to lifestyle factors? In fact, this is one of the root cause of rising cancer below 50. People below 50 are increasing diagnosed with the colorectal cancer, breast cancer, and prostate cancer. Therefore, there is a lot we can do to reduce the risk by lifestyle modification and invest in the prevention. Infections that cause cancer. This one will surprise you. There are some cancers caused by infections. Viruses like HPV, hepatitis B and C, HIV, or bacteria like H. pylori can trigger cancers, including cervical, liver, or stomach cancer. In some part of the world, 1 in 3 cancers is linked to the infection. For example, India accounts for nearly 1/4, that's 25% of global cervical cancer death, highlighting a significant public health concern. Cervical cancer is the second most frequent cancer among the women aged 15 to 44 in India. About 83% of invasive cervical cancer cases are attributed to HPV infection. That means it is preventable by providing HPV vaccine and protection. Thanks to the progress in a vaccine, hygiene, and antibiotics, we could surely prevent many of these infection-related cancers. Now, better detection. We are getting better in finding cancers and their signals. Due to technological advancement in a screening like mammogram, colonoscopy, and biomarker, and also some advanced imaging like CT scan and MRI, we are diagnosing more cancer early, even the tiny ones. Many of these cancers are detected as an incidental finding when person has a scan for some other reason. Therefore, many new cancers are at very early stage of their development, which makes us feel cancer is more common, but actually they are all curable cancers. Now, lastly, very important point is the global inequalities. This is a very important truth. Where you live matters. Cancer isn't equal everywhere. In richer countries, better screening and the healthcare means more early diagnosis. In poorer regions, people are often diagnosed late or can't get treatment, leading to more cancer-related death. Therefore, demography of cancer is different depending on the country profile. This poverty cancer trap means two-thirds of the cancer death happen in the developing and underdeveloped countries. Fixing this isn't just fair, it saves life. We need to invest prevention, screening, vaccination in a low and middle income countries. So, why is cancer so common? In summary, cancer is more common because we are living longer, we are exposed to more chemicals, our habits have changed, we have become better at finding it, and for millions, access to care is still not equal. This is a very complex picture, but let me be clear that many cancers are preventable, many are curable when caught early. And every person deserves the right to that chance no matter where they live. On this channel, we will dive deeper into each of these causes and the strategy to improve care, all with clarity, confidence, and courage. If you found this helpful, like and share it with someone who really needs it. Thank you for listening.